Well, here we are.
KOA holiday, Wytheville, Virginia. It's nice.
Yeah.
Look at the playground. And there's another playground down there and swings. 2 more sections down there. Look how big that is.
Basketball court.
Putt-putt. There's a putt-putt.
I see Gym Mine. That's the Family Fun Center, bowling. Here's the office.
That's neat having bowling at the campground.
It is, isn't it? We'll pull up here and get signed in. Did you get us checked in?
I did. We're in site 49 and look, we're right here. So we go by the gym mine, go around this way, past these wagons, and then come up through here, and we're right there, 49. Across from the bathhouse.
I think we may drive up to and show them the cabins and stuff first, you think?
Okay, well, Winston. They have a cafe here. So they have
down at the family
pizza, they have wings, they have mini donuts, a bucket of mini donuts, and hand scooped ice cream.
You have an army of people. You could do a bucket.
It's 24 mini donuts.
I'm sitting here looking, Karen, that says Wytheville KOA General Store. What was it like inside?
There's quite a few things like t-shirts, hoodies, some camping items.
Wytheville KOA. Let's see over in there. Spots. Lots of full hookups. I can't remember how many sites they have here, but there's quite a few. And we'll drive through here a little bit and kind of show you guys around. Look at this map, see where I'm at. It is 64 degrees here. It's the end of April 2025.
I think it had been 70 here today, but now it's 64.
I think our campsite was $66.
Yes.
We have KOA rewards.
Look, Winston,
the
dogs are in the dog park. He doesn't see him or he'd be barking.
Oh yeah, he'll see him in a minute.
Cabin. This is screened-in porch.
There's a cabin with a screened-in porch. How nice. It's like a tent site there with pad. Here's some little rustic cabins. Tent camping.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
several.
Backed up right against the woods, wouldn't it?
It would be. This says site 70 to 83.
Going back up through here.
So they must have quite a few sites.
Yes.
We know they have at least 83.
It's over 100, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's a tent site you can see. You kind of feel like you're back in the mountains back in here.
Absolutely.
There's 74 is a pull through. 75. There's 82. And it kind of opens back up right through here.
Yeah, so if you want to come, if you don't have campers, and you want to come and stay in cabins, or here you could stay in the covered wagon.
I think I read where it said king size bed or bunk beds.
Yeah, we've looked at them before and they're nice.
Check it out online. That's 50. It's got to be this one right over here.
It was the first one past the wagons.
49. All right, Winston. You want to go camping in the van? You want to go camping in the van? Huh?
Say yes.
Yeah. I'm just going to show you guys and see how big this place is. Look at that. Well, I'm going to get us hooked up here. Well, folks, it is, it's raining.
It's not hard right now. But
This is not the first time we've been to a campground that's raining, though.
no.
So we're not lost in this.
No.
But
It's so cool. I put my little jacket on.
yeah, a little breeze. We've got the awning out, and we hope to have some kind of a little fire tonight. We haven't got our chairs out. awning out. Winston is, he's looking things over.
Show them what I put on my feet. Took my sandals off. Put my pug house shoes on. They're comfy and warm.
So we'll see if this rain lets off. It's, what is it, about 4:30 in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Something like that. And maybe we can walk down and show you guys around. But we just wanted to drive through there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got us a fire going here.
Yes.
Camping.
It's too wet to have a fire in the fire pit where it's rained a lot since we got here.
Yeah, we had some thunderstorms and things come through, didn't we?
Yes. We did. But hopefully the weather will be better in the morning. We drove through and showed you all a lot of the campground and the sites and the wagons you can rent and stay in, the covered wagons and the tent sites and the cabins and the cottages, and hopefully in the morning it'll be better and we can show you inside the office and the camp store and walk around a little bit more.
Down at the family place,
activity
bowling
center.
alley. We wanted to show you guys all that stuff because it really is a cool place.
Now, I think the paperwork says that the activity center doesn't open until 2 p.m.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, we can't do that then.
That's what the paperwork says, but now I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we may not be showing you that
The
stuff.
activity center, but the rest of it will be available.
The outdoor stuff you can see.
And the office and general store.
Right. Anyway, thanks for joining us here for a few minutes. We like I said, storms rolled through pretty much all afternoon, and we couldn't do any filming. We just kind of chilled out, didn't we? And sometimes camping, that's what you want to do.
Right.
Which, by the way, the Wi-Fi here is excellent.
It is excellent. I've done some work. We watched something on the TV, so it's been good.
Yeah.
Watched some news. It's a nice campground here, KOA Holiday in Wytheville, Virginia.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're traveling 81, like if you're up north and you're coming toward the Smokies, this would be a great place to stop over.
What's interesting is when you're making the turns and you're coming to the campground, you're driving through a residential area, and it looks like you're not going to go to a campground, but you do.
Yeah, so don't, and it'll say dead end, but just a few put paces up, you'll see the KOA sign, so don't let that fool you if you come here. Lots of places around here to eat, but lots of places to visit around here. We're actually headed up into West Virginia for a little bit tomorrow.
Bluefield area. Be a pretty drive. And
see what we can see along the way. Stop where we want to. It's just one of those adventures. Look at the fire. Woo! Yeah, so hopefully the weather will cooperate and be a pretty drive. And there's like zero humidity here.
Right.
Perfect for a campfire.
It was like 70 today, and now it's probably, 60?
Probably
Maybe.
High 50s.
High 50s, 60.
Low 60s for sure.
But it was 70, and I think tomorrow it's supposed to be 70 as well.
Yeah.
There's quite a few small bathhouses, just 2 restrooms.
They're stationed kind of all over the
Yes,
campground.
like there's one really close to us, just walking, just right here.
Yeah. Each little section at least has 2 restrooms. I noticed the covered wagon's got a restroom right in between them. And then showers, of course, down at the office area.
Yeah, more of a bigger bathhouse with showers.
And back up toward the more wooded area is also a lot.
But actually, these two bathrooms here, there's one right there, there's one right here, and they're, there's not men and women, they're just unisex. They actually have a toilet, a sink, and a shower in them.
They do have a shower?
Yes.
Oh, really? I haven't been to it. So
They have a shower, yeah.
That's interesting. Huh.
So you wouldn't have to go down to the shower house, but I'm sure the bigger bathhouses, has more to offer, maybe, and more spaces. Yeah.
Lots of space here for the kids to ride their bikes.
Yeah.
We're not going to get in trouble.
We saw some bikes.
On the way in, actually.
Mm-hmm. Some kids riding bikes.
When it was raining, they were out on their electric bikes, going strong.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the campground. When you're looking for a campground, you know what? I guess one of the number one questions we get is, hey, we're coming towards the Smokies. We're going to be in the Smoky area. What campground would you recommend? We've kind of already gone down that road before in some of our chats and fireside chats.
And some of you ask us stuff real specific.
Right.
Like, we're coming from Kentucky and we're going to stop in, Middle Tennessee, and then we're going to come, and that kind of a thing, yeah. Or we're coming from the South or from the East, you know.
And we want to be as helpful as we can. But I think there's so much information that goes into that, Are you camping alone? Are you going to have a buddy? Winston,
your family?
you see a car. Okay, we'll let them pass. Let them pass. You're going to get them, aren't you?
We've already seen quite a bit. I think they just turn around, they're coming back. Or are they just going up the other road and coming back by here? Hey, Winston, stop that. Hey, sit down. They're just going by. We've seen a lot of dogs here, too.
Anyway, I was talking about the, as far as campgrounds. And, do you want something in the mountainous area? When I say that, it's like, do you want something that's really wooded, kind of secluded, off-grid? Then you were probably going to look more toward the state parks. And if you don't like traffic, don't stay in one in Pigeon Forge. Even though you can get around, but if you happen to hit it and there's a car show or something, forget it.
I mean, a lot of people used to say off-season, but I'm telling you, Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg really, unless you're on 321, as far as campgrounds, but not in the heart of Gatlinburg. But there's not many off-seasons anymore in the Smokies.
No.
But now Weir's Valley and Townsend.
Yeah, we can definitely recommend
those. There can be traffic,
those.
but it's more quiet there.
And those campgrounds are still going to be pretty crowded, like the KOA Townsend.
Which is one of our favorites, by the way. One of our favorite campgrounds. KOA Townsend, yeah.
So out 321, Gatlinburg, kind of out of the hustle bustle, those are all going to be good up through there, I think.
Yeah.
Don't you? But if you say, well, I don't want to stay anywhere near Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, then I would look at state parks that are on the outskirts of, not necessarily the outskirts, but could be an hour drive or hour and a half even, to get to one of those would be probably what I would do, and then just say, hey, we're going to spend a day in Gatlinburg one day.
Yeah.
And that way you can drive
It's drivable, yeah.
It's
drivable for sure.
So that's kind of one of our number one questions we get. And
of course you have everything from one end of the spectrum to the other. You've got something like Margaritaville, which is like concrete jungle. Or you could stay someplace that has a lot of mature trees and grass.
There's a ton of campgrounds we could. Feel free to email us. It may take us a few days to get back to you, and we may ask some more questions so we can better respond to whatever email content you're asking us about. It may not be camping. It could be about visiting different places,
And sometimes if it's about
restaurants.
camping,
We get a lot of restaurant questions.
Right. And sometimes if it's about specific campgrounds or restaurants, we'll find the video that we already have in our library and send you the link, and that way you could, in case you've missed it, you could watch it and say, well, yeah, that's for me or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a little bit helpful.
We love the stuff in Western North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
They're recovering, but, a lot of them are back up and running.
Yeah, doing well. Some didn't make it back, like our KOA in Jonesboro.
Oh, yeah. Which we loved. Right beside the river, but it's just gone. It's just gone, so, from the flood.
So sad. The owners responded to one of our videos. It's just sad.
It is very sad. We were heartbroken for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, life's been good. Getting a lot of things done. Still hitting the road.
Yeah.
Having fun. Winston's growing like a weed. We think he's maybe reached his full height and things. That face and that neck will probably spread out through the years.
Yeah.
The way a pug does. But he's been a good boy. Loves to camp.
But he's gone from 5 pounds when we first got him to he weighs a little over 19.
Yeah.
So, which is still a good size for our Big T, our last pug that most of you are familiar with, that was almost 16 before he passed away. His highest weight, I think, was 22. Now, in his senior years, he got down one time to 16, and he was really thin in his senior years, but the vet said a lot of dogs will do that when they get older. But yeah, his biggest was 22, and but we know people who have pugs that are a lot bigger. You know, I mean, they weigh like 25, and some up close to 30 pounds.
Big boys and girls.
Yes, especially males. Yeah.
So we always like to talk a little bit about life here. What's going on over at KarenGirlFriday.com? That's her blog. If you don't follow her over there, you should.
Yeah.
She posts every Thursday morning a new article.
A blog.
Encouraging. It's encouraging.
Yeah,
it helps you
inspirational.
get through the day, get through the week.
Things that have spoken to me, or that I've been through, or the Lord's teaching me, or a life lesson or spiritual lesson. And since I've been there, I write it from a personal standpoint about something I've gone through. And so yeah, KarenGirlFriday.com, and this most recent one is about being unapologetic for our faith, for my faith. And I say a few things in the introduction, like people who have been following my blog, Mike, for a while know that there's been times that I've gotten rude and crude remarks on social media from a excerpt from a blog post or something about my faith, and I'm still unapologetic. You're going to get that out there, like we get it occasionally on YouTube, and you're going to get that on social media, whatever your thoughts are and ideas, and especially your beliefs, and it's just part of this life. But I remain unapologetic, which is what the article was about. No apologies.
All right, Winston, you done with that bone? Is it time to go to bed? Is it time to go to bed? Say.
We didn't have to worry about smoke running this out of here, did we, Winston?
Not with the little
Solo.
Mesa Solo stove. No smoke. At least once it gets going, right?
Mm-hmm. And those of you who have bought this Coleman table, or some of you have bought both, one of the Mesa Solo stoves, this size or bigger, tell us in the comments how you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
And if you use it at home, camping, both.
There you go. A lot of you ask about what wood we use. A lot of times I'll gather some off our property, but also if you go to Solo's website, they sell a box pre-cut just for this size stove.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too expensive? Probably so. But if you don't want to fool with it, there you go. You got it, and you can stick it in your camper. You want to have an hour long fire, you pull out 10 pieces, and there you go.
It's nice when you're just doing something even at home. There's been times that we used it just to roast marshmallows and stuff with our family and grandkids and stuff, and we were at a relative's house or home or whatever and didn't have a fire pit, so we pulled it out and used it.
Yeah. Winston, tell everybody, so we'll see you in the morning. Thanks for joining us for the fire tonight.
Yes, guys, good night.
From Wytheville, Virginia.
Yes. Say good night, everybody.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Unfortunately, Miss Karen was right about the fun center not being up, but we're going to drive around. They've actually got a fishing pond down here. It's catch and release. Show them the playground over there. It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, this is just part of it. And there's another big part on the hill up here. There's the basketball courts.
Bear and the horse there. Look at that.
That little windmill, it's cute.
Yep. See the pond over in there.
There's another dog park down here too.
There's the other side of the fishing pond. I see a little guy over there. He's got one. Looks like a bluegill.
You think it's catch and release?
It is.
It is catch and release.
Well, we wanted to show you guys. Look like cottages up there, tiny homes.
Yeah, I think on the map they're calling them cottages.
Bathrooms in them and everything.
They look
and,
fairly big, don't they?
yeah, Winston's checking everything out.
Those look nice.
Those do look nice.
If you don't have an RV and you don't want to do the cabin.
Yeah, so inside there they have, like I said, bowling lanes, all kinds of arcade games, a little cafe where you can get different kinds of donuts and things like that. There's a
Pizza.
gym. Yep, there's a gym mine, putt-putt. We're gonna go in the store here.
Yeah.
We wanted to show you guys the pool here too.
The pool dates are, like I was saying last night, Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Yeah, 2 big slides. The kids would love that. Oh, they got all the stuff you need here. Firewood.
These wildlife critters.
Yeah. Just a little chair, Karen.
I still can't.
Look at all the games. Hot Wheels.
They have crickets and worm snacks here. I still can't get over the fact that people eat them.
And here's the gym mine stuff. You buy a bag and take it down there and do it.
Oh, do you remember playing this hippo game?
Yeah, I do.
It's cute.
The Hungry Hungry Hippo.
Oh.
Almost like a Gumby.
It's a pug purse.
Oh no.
That is so cute.
They do have some things for your dogs. I guess probably cats too. A lot of that's handy right there.
Mr. Clean, yeah.
Clean up.
Crumb catcher.
Toiletries. Look at that. Man on the go. Did you get set free? We're getting ready to hit the road to do an adventure. We don't know where we're going to stop. We're headed toward, where we're going toward, up toward Bluefield, West Virginia.
Yes. Pretty drive.
And hopefully these clouds will clear up. We'll see. But what a beautiful campground. So much to do here. All right, thanks so much for joining us. This was a fun place.
Yes, it was.
And we'll definitely be back here. This is a good place to, even if you're just stopping over for the night, but a family vacation, you could stay here.
Right.
Let alone all the other towns around.
Yeah, we'll have to come back sometime when we're here doing the fun center hours inside.
Yeah, so it was just storming and stuff last night. We couldn't get down here. But yeah, we'll come back sometime. There's some other videos out there folks have done. Probably showing you the inside of that. Until next time, what?
We're Fridays.
Forever. Bye-bye, everybody.
Tom by Winston.
From Wytheville KOA in Virginia.
Yes.